want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
Before globalization, people needed to produce their food and goods locally, which meant farms, or family businesses in general, had to be run as, well, families. Bluntly put, back in the day, there was a real incentive to having children, as they would help cultivate the land, assist their parents in running the business, etc. Industrialization made people move to cities and into cramped apartments where children were no longer useful but became expensive and high-maintenance luxuries instead. So, unless you had a partner who just couldn't get enough of late-night feedings, diaper changes, and pureed vegetable throwing contests, okay, maybe that's just my own personal flashback, well, people started having fewer and fewer kids. All of this drastically reduced the number of boomer follow-up generations, Gen X, in other words, most of you guys, and when you have fewer parents, you get even fewer kids, millennials, who in turn have even fewer children, Gen Z. Now, I'm not here to make any value judgment of any kind. Family planning should be left to families, not professors or governments, but the fact remains that the largest Western generation in existence started exiting the workforce in 2019. Completely disregarding qualifications or attitude, all the follow-up generations combined are nowhere near numerous enough to replace them. Starting to see the problem? Now factor in all the medical advancements of the last 20 years and you realize that the boomers will be around for many, many more years to come. Just not as part of the workforce. Now, before you pull out all those torches and pitchforks, the question really isn't so much who is going to pay for the boomers' retirement, besides they have most of the money anyway. Rather it is who is going to keep the factories, farms and whatever people need to survive operational now that we are running out of workers fast.
The small business owners are really struggling to find labor. I spoke with a small business owner here in New York City and she tells me that she's had to now hire high school students, young as 17 years old.
And this Marvel sends over the detailed plans on how Tony Stark cracked time travel. Damn, those stylish but scientifically useless movie montages. Well, we can't make more workers now as they would have had to be born and trained over 20 years ago.
You mentioned growth acceleration.
Oh yes, it's essential. Otherwise a mature clone would take a lifetime to grow. Now we can do it in half the time.
To put hard numbers on this, a fertility rate of 2.1 children per woman is required to maintain a population. But most industrialized nations worldwide are significantly below that. That means that all those hyperproductive countries like Germany, 1.53, Japan, 1.3, or China, 1.2, have nowhere near enough people to keep their system going for very much longer. So, what do you think any highly technologically advanced country is going to do? Shrug and say, oh well, we've had a good run as their civilizations collapse and their populations starve? No, they are going to build a whole bunch of robots to pick up the slack and AI computer systems, as if their survival depended on it, because it literally does.
So what's going to happen is robots will be able to do everything better than us. Because you've got companies that are racing, that they kind of have to race to build AI, or they're going to be made uncompetitive. You know, like essentially, if your competitor is racing to build AI and you don't, they will crush you.
Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
In the face of economic collapse and nationwide famine, governments will make the automation revolution happen. It is utterly inevitable. I'm gonna let you put some eyes on that. Then, it's time for strike 3. And no, it's not pathology, that's just a symptom. See what I did there?